My love, I miss you. I know those 3 words seem small on a page, barely enough to carry the weight of what I feel, but they are the truest words I can send you tonight. I miss you in the quiet moments, in the loud ones, in the spaces between my duties, in the hours when I must wear a crown-shaped smile even when my heart aches for the softness of your presence. I miss you in ways I cannot always admit aloud, but in this letter, I will try. Because if I don't, my thoughts will crush me from the inside, swelling and pressing against the walls of my responsibilities until they spill out. I miss you, more than the distance between us knows how to measure. You once told me that love is not just felt, it is lived. And perhaps that is why missing you feels so heavy. Because loving you is a living thing inside me, breathing, shifting, reaching for you even when you are not here. I carry you with me, in the rhythm of my footsteps, in the steadiness of my voice, in the courage I find each time the world watches me and expects perfection. You are the place my heart returns to when everyone else demands that I belong entirely to Spain. But I cannot belong entirely to anyone, or any country, without belonging to you first in some small, sacred corner of myself. Let me tell you what the days have been like. This morning, during a council meeting, I tried to focus on the agenda, but your name kept appearing in the margins of my mind. Not written with ink, but whispered by memory. The way you smile, the way you look at me like I am not a future queen but just a young woman in love. I needed that today. I need that every day. People often speak of duty like it is armor, a protection against the chaos of emotion. But duty can also be a weight, pressing down until even the strongest spine begins to bend. And today, my love, I felt that weight more than usual. Perhaps that is why I am writing you so early, before the sun has even decided whether it will rise faithfully or hide behind the clouds. Last night, as I lay in bed, I reached out to the empty space beside me. A foolish gesture, I know, a silent habit I pretend not to have. But my fingers brushed the cool sheets, and instantly my chest tightened. I closed my eyes and imagined your warmth, your breath, the gentle strength of your arm around me. The comfort of knowing I'm not alone. I tried to imagine the future, a future where we do not have to hide, where my title does not stand between us, where the world is kinder and the palace quieter. It felt so real that for a moment, I let myself believe you were there with me. Then reality returned, as it always does, like a cold draft slipping under the door. I miss you, in the night, in the morning, in every second the world demands that I smile without letting my heart speak. The world sees the surface of me, the posture, the grace, the perfect composure. They do not see the longing beneath. They do not see the girl who stares out of her window at the moon, wondering if you are looking at the same sky. They do not know the way you anchor me, how you remind me that I am not just a symbol or an expectation, but a human being with dreams and fears and love so deep it sometimes frightens me. Do you remember the last time we saw each other? How we didn't want the moment to end. You held my hands like they were the last safe place in the world, and for a moment, it felt like time softened around us. Like time understood. Like it pitied us. I replay that moment in my mind more often than I should. The way you pressed your forehead to mine, gentle, reverent, like you were memorizing the shape of me. And the way your voice cracked slightly when you said, "Take care of yourself." I never told you this, but hearing your voice tremble made me want to tear down every obstacle between us. My life, my duties, my crown, I would have dropped them all in that moment if it meant having another hour with you. But love, as you often remind me, is not only desire. It is sacrifice. It is patience. It is trust. And so I trust. I trust the space between us. I trust the silence. I trust the waiting. I trust you. Still, I miss you. Today, during my language lessons, I found myself writing your name on the corner of my notebook. I didn't even realize I was doing it. My tutor walked over, and I quickly placed my hand over it, pretending I was merely checking a vocabulary list. My cheeks burned, though she probably thought I was simply tired. If only she knew that the heir to the Spanish throne was blushing over something as simple as her boyfriend's name. Sometimes I wonder how love so simple can feel so impossibly complicated. The world sees love as a softness, but it is also a battlefield. Every day I fight the fear of losing you. Every day I fight the worry that this life, my life, will ask too much of you. And every day I choose you again in my heart, even when choosing you feels like defying the wind. I miss your voice most of all. There is something grounding about the way you say my name, softly, as if you're speaking not to the princess, but to the girl beneath the crown. I crave that. I crave the honesty of your presence, the way you strip away every layer of duty until I remember who I am when no one is watching. When you're here, I breathe differently. Freer, deeper, truer. And now that you're far away, my breaths feel thinner, as if I'm inhaling only half the air I need. Do you feel it too? This ache, this distance that stretches like a thread between our hearts. Some nights, I fear the distance will snap. Other nights, I feel it tighten so intensely that it almost hurts. But it reminds me that we are still connected, even when we are worlds apart. I want to tell you something I've never said out loud. You are my peace. You are the quiet after a storm. You are the steady rhythm beneath the chaos of my life. With you, I am not the future queen. I am simply Leonor, and I miss the version of myself that exists only when I'm with you. Tonight, the palace is unusually still. The halls seem longer. The chandeliers feel heavier. The silence echoes differently without your laughter in my memory. I walked past the garden earlier, the one where we hid from the cameras and talked for hours. I saw the bench where we sat that afternoon when you told me you were proud of me. The leaves rustled in the same gentle way, but the moment felt incomplete because you weren't there to fill it. I sat on that bench for a moment, pretending you had just stepped away and would return any second. But pretending is dangerous. Pretending makes missing you even sharper. My love, I wish I could tell the world about you. I wish I could bring you into the light and let everyone see the goodness, the warmth, the sincerity of your heart. I wish I could stand beside you openly, without worrying about whispers or headlines. Without hiding behind protocol or caution. But someday, and I hold on to this, someday we will not have to hide. Someday, I will walk into a room and reach for your hand without fear. Someday, I will not need to look over my shoulder before smiling at you. Someday, the world will know your name the way I know it, with tenderness, with pride, with love. Until then, I miss you, enough to count the days. Enough to feel you in every breath. Enough to fill 1,000 letters like this one. Promise me you'll take care of yourself. Promise me you'll keep a piece of your heart open for me, no matter the distance. Promise me you'll wait, not because you must, but because you want to. Because despite everything, despite the distance and the silence and the world that watches my every step, my love for you remains fierce and loyal and endlessly alive. Someday, when all this waiting has ended, I will tell you these words face to face, with no letters between us. But until that day comes, let this be enough. I miss you. I love you. I am yours. Forever. Leonor.